Today, FSM News is reported from the Gary Comer Youth Center, where we have very unfortunate news.
It brings me great sadness to announce that a fellow FSM alum, Jessica Finister, has lost her life due to gun violence.
Anyone that knows Jessica knows that she wouldn't want us to be sad.
So in relation to Jessica's tragic death, this week's newscast is to celebrate her life.
Stay tuned to see what our crew has in store.
FSM starts in 3,
2, 1.
Hello, and welcome to FSM News on the Road. I'm Lamont Hopkins.
And I'm Jemiah Smith.
Today's show is about the late Jessica Finister. Hey, Jemiah, what's one thing you remember about her?
Well, I can never forget her great smile and crazy laugh.
Oh yeah, she made everyone laugh every day. Here's a memorial and dedication to her.
And I'm Jessica Finister. And I'm Jessica Finister. I'm Jessica Finister. Like, if you know me, you see me smiling all the time. You'll never catch me with attitude.
Yeah, I took him.
Okay. Great. If I'm mad, I won't punch a wall. Or if I'm sad, I won't cry. I'll just sit down and start writing.
Jessica, are you still nervous?
Yes. It went fast. It was like, shoo! And I was like, no, I wasn't ready. But everybody was laughing. But so it kind of made me feel good though, because that showed how many people was paying attention to my video.
Wow, I almost teared up, but I know she wouldn't want me to be sad.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's time that we stand strong and stick together because she did lose her life to gun violence.
Yeah, it's sad but true. Here are a couple of our crew members with their experiences with gun violence.
Courageous, intelligent, and caring.
Funny, real funny. Always active, motivational.
I would do anything for him to come back. My uncle was shot 8 times on 69th and Ashland. He was the baby of the family.
My favorite memory with DJ was when he had bought me my first basketball.
I was real hungry. It was on a summer day, it was nighttime, when I was daytime. The ice cream truck got pulled up. So I really wanted some ice cream, so I chased the ice cream in, begging him to give me some ice cream. I had no money. So he came down the street all the way from his house, gave me the money, gave me the ice cream, bought me more than enough ice cream actually. He made sure I was straight. That's my favorite memory because I will never forget that day. This is the last time I seen him.
We used to go to the beach. He took us to the park. And to hear the news that I heard, it was very upsetting. It was devastating.
Specifically in Chicago, just, tone it down with the gun violence. I know it's not gonna change in a little amount of time, but gradually we could change.
I hope that people would just use their brains and put the guns down.
I was just talking with one of my little ones, the one that passed away. This was about 2 years ago. Back in the day, the world, it wasn't condoning so much gun violence. It was, I want to say it wasn't a safe word, but right now I get scared to just walk into the store. Anything can happen as far as gun violence. I feel like gun violence needs to be changed, it needs to be limited, especially in the city of Chicago, but throughout the world.
Because if they were in our footsteps or in my footsteps, they would feel the same way.
I really don't know what I could have said to him. It was really unexpected.
I love you.
Something that I wish that I would have said to them is, I love you, and I'll see you soon.
People should find positive things such as writing and poetry to cope with their anger.
You know what? Jessica loved both writing and poetry.
She actually did, and we have a piece of her poetry right now.
To whom it may concern, this world was not meant for all the things we've made it. Only if someone can admit to the wrong we have done. We as in more than one.
The young minds today only have their mind set on money, sex, and drugs, and not caring how it affects their lungs.
I'm not saying that we all think alike. I know some of us would rather take a hike. But most of us young adults make these actions from others whom we look up to.
Not just because we felt like it was something we wanted to do, but because it's something we were introduced to. One thing no one ever told us was that one was always more than enough. That first puff, that first drop, the very first time you had sex, it was all enough.
What will make you see that these things shouldn't be? The day you find out you have STD, or will be the test that says, sorry, you have HIV? Will it cost you to go to jail, or would you rather end up in hell? When will it be time to say enough?
When will we lead by example? Are adults even able to basically do what they do or try to do it better?
Well, maybe things could get better if we all come together.
Together.
Together. Together.
Together like a team, because you know things can't just change with me.
So let's make this real safe. Let's do what we have to, even if we have to have a slow pace. Either way, let's make it so we can see a better day. Then will we all be able to say, today is a much brighter day than yesterday. From that concerned girl walking these wild streets, Jessica.
That was such a moving piece.
It definitely was, and everything she said is relevant today.
Hey, Lamont.
What's up?
I think it's time we pay our true respect to Jessica the right way.
I agree. Here's our candlelight that we did for Jessica.
My favorite memory of Jessica is when I first started Free Spirit Media. She always made me comfortable when coming in the room, and I always had a good time around her.
She was such a hard worker, and she gave every project 100%.
I ended up calling her for an interview, and I had to send some paperwork too, and I wanted to do it through email. And I remember she had this crazy email address that was something cute like JessiePoo94, something like that.
My favorite memory with her and working with her was when she had to literally do a stand-up 30 different times just to get one right.
I remember we used to work on PSAs and openers together, and I would get frustrated during the PSA and the opener, like, it's just not working out, it's not doing this, it's not doing that, just really being really aggressive about it and abrasive. And she would be like, it's okay, we got it, it's going to be great once we get it done, it's going to be great once we get it right, it's going to be great because we're great. And that was her attitude about everything, and I couldn't appreciate it enough.
When I had my daughter 2 years ago, she couldn't make it to the baby shower, but she told me, she's like, I'm gonna get you something, I promise. And first of all, I don't like for students to buy me things, but whatever. And I don't want them spending their money on me. But, you know, sometimes people will tell you, oh, I'm going to get you something later, and they don't do it. But Jessica did. And one of the things that she did buy her, even though Amber is 2 years old now, I kept. And it's these cute little booties, and I'm glad I kept them. So in the back of my head, I was like, Amber can't fit them anymore, but if she ever has a little sister, she can wear them. But it was just so thoughtful and so cute.
Every time you saw Jessica, she always had a smile on her face. She was always smiling, always in a good mood, and always happy. And I think that's one of the few things that I'm really going to miss about her, just her good energy, her positivity, and how much she made everybody just comfortable and happy around her.